dears, today we can start our third module, transient currents. We have already discussed the topics, the Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction, self-induction, mutual induction, etc. Then what is a transient current? When we deal with a circuit having a resistance only, when apply an EMF to that circuit, the current in that circuit suddenly rises to its maximum value. And also when we remove the applied EMF from that resistive circuit, the the current will be falls to zero suddenly from its maximum value. But in such a case that when an inductor or capacitor is added to that circuit, there will be no sudden or instantaneous rise to the maximum or to the minimum value. There will be occurring a growth of charge or a growth of current when apply EMF, and when we remove the applied EMF, there will be a growth of decay of current or decay of charge happens. Okay, that is, the current instantaneously rises from 0 to a maximum value, and the current falls from the maximum to minimum value, that is 0, instantaneously. So, the study of such currents is known as transient currents. And also, we have to deal with the circuit which having inductance, capacitance and resistances, etc. And what is a transient current? It is an oscillatory or aperiodic circuit that flows in a circuit for a short time by an electromagnetic disturbance. That is, when we apply an EMF to a circuit having inductance or capacitance, they will be having some electromagnetic disturbance, and due to that reasons the current holds for a little time, and due to that the instead of sudden rise of current or sudden falling of current, there happens a growth of current and a decay of current simultaneously. So we can start with the first circuit. We can start with the first topic, growth of current in a circuit containing a resistance and an inductance, that is an LR circuit. Consider a circuit having a resistance R in series with an inductance L, to which a cell of steady EMF E is applied. When the key K is pressed, an instantaneous current rises to this circuit through which the maximum value will be I0. And I is the instantaneous current at any instant. I0 is the maximum current, I is the current at any instant t. Now we know when the current passes through this circuit, there will be an induced EMF, which is the induced back EMF across the inductance L d minus of L di by dt, and also across the resistance there will be an IR drop. So when the current is needed to pass through this circuit, it should be overcoming the IR drop and the induced back EMF. So to overcome this, the applied EMF should be equal to the sum of the voltage drop and the induced back EMF. That is, E is equal to IR plus L into di by dt. Now, and we know the maximum current will be I0. So, the maximum applied EMF will be equal to E is equal to I0R. When we consider these two equations, I0R will be equal to IR plus L into di by dt. Now that is I0R is equal to IR plus L di by dt. I am going to rearrange this equation. That is R into I0 minus I should be equal to L di by dt. I am again rearranging R by L dt is equal to di divided by I0 minus I. Now I am going to integrate this equation. That is R by L into t plus a constant of integration c should be equal to log to the base e I0 minus I into minus 1. Integration constant can be kept any place we are preferring here. So we have to find out the integration constant c. For that, consider at time t equal to 0, I should be equal to 0. At initial time, the initial current also will be 0. Then substituting in this term will be equal to 0 and c will be equal to minus log to the base I0. In this equation, t is equal to 0, I is equal to 0, remaining c is equal to minus log I0. Substituting in this equation, R by L, T is equal to, I am substituting, this C is negative sign, so I am writing it as positive in the RHS. Log I0 minus of log I0 minus I. I am rewriting this equation as log I0 minus I minus of log I0 equal to minus of R by L into T. And also log I0 minus I divided by I0 equal to minus R by L into T, which implies log to the base E 1 minus I by I0 is equal to minus of R by L into T. Then to remove this log, I am substituting it as 1 minus I by I0 equal to e raised to minus RT by L. That is I is equal to I0 into 1 minus e raised to minus RT by L. This is the instantaneous expression for current in an LR circuit. Growth of current in an LR circuit. Instantaneous expression for the growth of current in a resistance and inductance circuit. Write the instantaneous expression for the current in an LR circuit. Now in that the quantity L by R is known as the time constant of that circuit. To explain the time constant, we consider when the time t is equal to L by R. When the time t is equal to L by R, look at this equation. I will be equal to I0 into 1 minus e raised to minus 1. That is, this will be equal to I0 into 1 minus 1 by e. And in overall, we get the value as 0.632 I0. Using this equation, I is equal to 0.632 I0 when t is equal to L by R, we can define the time constant as the time constant L by R of the LR circuit is the time taken by the current to grow from 0 to 0.632 times the steady maximum value of current in that circuit. Similarly, when t is equal to 2 L by R, 3 L by R, etc., the value of current will be these values of final maximum current. That is, when the value of L by R increases, the time taken by the current to reach its maximum value also will be increasing. That is the importance of studying time constant in such a circuit. We can study the graphical representation of time constant also. We are going to plot the time along x-axis and the current along y-axis. When the L by R is very low, it will be reaching the maximum value of current at the highest speed, and when it is increasing from medium to large, the time taken by the current to reach its maximum value also will be increasing. That is, the larger the value of L by R, the greater will be the time taken to reach the maximum value by the current. In simply, the physical meaning of time constant is it represents the speed with which a particular system can represent a change.